Alright, everybody, I am back. So, if you're watching the last stream, I apologize. We had some kind of power surge or something, and it ended up cutting off the stream. I was having a pretty epic battle with the Shadal deck. So, Shadal Prank Kids matchup, it was going pretty good. So, I don't know. Either way, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for coming to check us out and to watch some of the videos. I usually try to upload about an hour-long stream to YouTube about once per day. Sometimes it's pack openings, sometimes it's duels. I'm going to get more into deck profiles a little bit later. I will not be uploading the video that I got disconnected on. And I did go through my entire Prank Kids deck, so I'm going to go through it really quickly, and then we're going to get right into duels. I like a lot of graveyard removal, 3 Skullmeister, 2 DD Crow. I really want to stop Eldritch for the most part. Duel, just so good right now with all the max C's going off. You know, everybody puts just about 3 of them in every deck. Prank Kids, really amazing cards. They all have a specific effect right here, like towards the middle. When it's used to fusion or link summon a Prank Kids monster, you can activate its effect in the graveyard, just special summon another Prank Kids, and then you get an additional effect. Fansies is send a card from your hand to the graveyard. Drop seizes gain 1,000 life points. Lamp seizes deal 500 life point damage to your opponent. And Roxy's is to draw a card and banish a card from your hand. So all really good. 3 Ash, of course, I run as well. Feather Duster. Some Cyclones to get rid of some other, back row stuff that's problematic. 3 Polys. You really want to be able to, go into your fusions if you can, because if you're not going off, or if they stop like your Link going into like your big guys, then you want to be able to fusion into something like Weather Washer, who stops effects in every battles. And then also, if you were able to link at least into Bow Wow, then that card's going to get plus 1,000 attack. So, good stuff. Impermanence, Droplet, more stuff like hand traps that you just want to have. Thunder Dragon Fusion in here for Battle Butler. The 2 main cards in this deck, and one of the main things that makes them great is you can get rid of Battle Butler to destroy all monsters on your opponent's field, and Rip Roaring Coaster to get rid of all spells and traps. Very good, but you have to sacrifice them. Now your Link 1 monster, Meow Meow Mew, reads that you can actually banish this card from the graveyard if you activate one Prank Kids effect during your turn that would cause it to tribute. So you can get rid of this from your graveyard, whenever it goes to your opponent's turn, and then you can get rid of all their monsters or all their back row or, stuff like that, and not have to sacrifice your card. This is a nice little fusion that lets you attack your opponent directly by having its attack. So if you need to deal that last 1,000 damage, this is a game finisher. Link Spider, just to get a little bit of extra link zones pointing to in case you really want to get a full board. Access Code Talker, self-explanatory, very good. If you use a one of your 4 link rating cards that you put into it is a link, you can get rid of that link from your graveyard to give this card that much attack. So like if we use let's say Dodo, he would get an extra 2,000. That's 4,300 attack, and that's basically the lowest link attack card that we have aside from Meow Meow Mew and Spider, of course, and Verte, which we're going to get into now. Verte, you can go into him. He's a link 2. You can pay 2,000 life points to send 1 fusion or polymerization, normal or quick play spell from your deck to the graveyard, and this effect becomes that spell effect. So you can actually special summon the fusion monster using this card's effect while this card's on the field. Just super good. Allows you to, if you have the stuff in your field or graveyard because of Thunder Dragon Fusion in this deck, you can go ahead and get out your Battle Butler, which is great. Nightmare Unicorn, honestly, I feel like this is just a necessity these days with how many people are playing the 0/0 Fairy Time Lord dudes. It also really helps with stuff like Shadal, which we learned in the last stream that got cut off. The Prank Kids spell support. Prank Kids play. If you link into a monster while this is on the field, your opponent's monsters lose 500 attack. If you fusion into a monster while this card is onto the field, and of course these have to be Prank Kids monsters, then your monsters gain 500 attack. Very good. Prank Kids Pranks, one of the most important cards in this deck. It is only ran at 1 because it's so easily searched by Dodo, which I did forget to go over in the extra deck, I believe. But this card, you can discard 1 Prank Kids card, so it can be a spell card as well from your hand, and you can get 1 Prank Kids token. Level 1, 0/0, fire type, and it cannot be tributed. However, you can use it for like your links and fusions and stuff like that, so it's very good. It's a very good way to get that extra, link or extra body on the board, so you can go into something bigger like Ripperon, Broaster, or Unicorn. During the end phase, you can target 3 Prank Kids cards in your graveyard, except Prank Kids Pranks, shuffle all 3 into the deck, then draw 1 card. What a good effect. Because you're going to be linking a lot, so every turn you're almost going to have stuff in your graveyard that you're going to want to send back into your deck. It's how you keep your engine going in this deck. Last spell support here, Prank Kids Pandemonium. It is a quick play fusion. Basically, you can quick play fuse. It is a super poly specifically for Prank Kids, excuse me. And so you can attack, like let's say your 3000 link, a 2000 fusion, and then like a 1500 Prank Kids or something. Or even if you just have the fusion and the link on the field, you can activate Prank Kids Pandemonium during the battle phase. Use cards from your hand and on the field to go into something like Battle Butler or Weather Washer or Rocket Ride and finish your opponent off. So, very good card. And Dodo Doodle, which we almost forgot. Whenever he is linked into, you get to get any Prank Kid spell trap from your deck to your hand. So ideally, you want to play this turn 1, and if you're going second, you might want to rather go into Prank Kid's place. But you can get your Pandemonium out if you already have your your setup stuff on the board, which would be your Prank Kid's place and your Prank Kid's Pranks. All right. Sorry that was super fast. I had just done that, and I just want to get some good duels out there with the deck. And I'm also still learning. So I've played this deck maybe 5 or 6 times now. Not to a lot of success, because the first, I'd say 3 times, I had no idea really what this deck was trying to do. I don't like to look up combo videos unless I absolutely have to. I like to kind of learn naturally, what cards do, and it lets me get a little bit more excited about it. So we're going to go ahead and go into our first match here and see what we got. Have some Prank Kids fun. Primarily, this deck wants to go second. Okay, and we are going second, which is great. Hopefully it's not Drytron, where they get 13 fairies in their hand and then, cancel everything we try to do. If that's the case, I'm just going to surrender so we can go into the next match, but we will see. No Droll, no Ash. I would say this is a pretty bad hand. At least for going second. Witchcrafter. We fought these in one of my other streams, and they actually did a bunch of stuff that I was not expecting. I believe this card, you can get rid of a spell. Let's see. Card effect, quick effect, you can discard 1 spell. Yep, and then the target 1 face-up card your opponent controls, destroy it. You can only do it once per turn. See if you might choose to get rid of that. I have some plans. Because, if we play a monster, go to Link or something, and then he targets it to destroy it, we can go ahead and Prank Kids Pandemonium into a fusion. Let's go ahead and get Lampsies. Now we could also droplet here and hopefully successfully go into our plays, but they might still have something like Ash or something along those lines in their hands. So I'm still a little nervous to just do that and go -1 to try and go into our combo and then maybe fail or whiff. So I'm going to try to just normal summon a Prank Kids, and we're going to try to go into Meow Meow Mew, activate our Prank Kids effect, and go into Dodo so that we can get our Prank Kids pranks. So let's see if it works. Okay, he's going to let the normal summon go off. Let's see if he lets the special summon. Alright, we got into our Meow Meow Mew. Okay, we're going to activate Roxy's, banish a card from our hand, draw a card. And our Prank Kid's place, which is going to lower his monster's attack by 500. Alright, they're going to resolve. This is a really hard choice. I know he's got that effect card in his graveyard that goes back to his hand, so I think we're going to go ahead and maybe ban it. Oh, I don't want to banish either of those. We really just can't have him getting that card back. I'm going to go ahead and let Dropsies go. And we drew into an Ash, which is great. Okay, Dropsies to the field. Let's go ahead and get our doodle on. Ouch. Probably the worst thing that could have happened to us there. Let's go ahead and set Droplet. And we don't have enough Prank Kids to be able to do Prank Kids Pandemonium on his turn. But we do have a Skullmeister and an Ash, so we'll take it. Let's see what he does. Okay, so in face, he's going to destroy place. That's okay. We can go into a doodle and get more. Damn. Take 19. Not too bad. And see, even whenever Prank Kid's place leaves the field, his card still stays, minus 500. Such a good effect. We're going to go ahead and Skullmeister that. I don't want him activating any of that crap from the graveyard. Okay, there's the second one. He doesn't have a card in his hand right now, so he can't special summon one, so I'm not too worried about it. For the love of goodness, I hope that's not another Solemn. Or it's going to make this really long. Alright, back into Mew. We'll proc our Lampsies. There's a 500 damage. Special summon a monster to the field, yes. We still need a Fansies to get into Butler if we need to in our graveyard. So we're gonna do that. Let's see if we can get into Doodle and get our Prank Kids Prank. Prank Kids Pranks. Say that 10 times fast. Okay, we'll go ahead and activate Fansies first, and then our Dodo. Okay, he is going to choose to go ahead and destroy it with that card's effect, which we knew was something that was a possibility of happening. That's just really, oh god, it's just really bad right now. But luckily, I mean, neither of us have a whole lot in our hands. And if he does go to activate something from his graveyard, I mean, it can remove it. The only problem is that, well, we'll get into that whenever we need to. For right now, it's just going to have to happen. Still get our Prank Kids Pranks because he didn't negate, he just destroyed. And still get the activation of our Fansies, which is wonderful. Let's get some of our life points back. Actually, I didn't want to do that because yeah. Chose one in my hand. Oh god. It's alright. Okay, so we could get rid of Pandemonium here from our hand to get a token and then go into like Bow Wow. I just don't know what his back row is right now, and it scares the crap out of me. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. I mean, he has nothing in his hand. He has one face down. It could be something or it could be nothing. It could just be that card that gets something back to his hand, which is in the graveyard now, so I'm not sure. Or not get something back to his hand, but special summons a monster from his hand. But let's see. I'm not scared. I am a little scared. Can't really get the benefit of this guy because I don't think we'll get enough fuel to go into another Link or Fusion. So nothing's really going to get the plus 1,000 attack from Bow Wow, which sucks. But until we can activate Pranks, we're not going to have a Dodo. So go ahead and get Fansies because he's 2,000 defense. Let's see what we can go into. So we can go into Verte. Get rid of 2,000 and go ahead and go into Butler. Which I think is what we're going to do. The reason I chose to do that is because you have the added benefit of the Prank Kids effects going off, which might give us some more gas. We'll see how much exactly it does for us. Again, we don't have Bow Wow, we don't have Dodo. Alright, let's go ahead and go to attack and see what we can do. Excited to kill that card. Oh my god, a Mirror Force. Well, let's go ahead and kill this card too. Little 1-for-1 action. At least we have Pranks down now. For the love of all that is holy, we finally get to get some of our stuff back. Look at that. I love this. I mean, whatever he plays, hopefully I can stop it. We have a stop draw, get rid of something from the graveyard, and then the wonderfulness that is Ash Blossom. Okay, and he did nothing. So, hopeful. Poly, not what we needed at all. We have no Prank Kids cards to get rid of. And Thunder Dragon Fusion coming in clutch from the graveyard. Get out a Thunder to our hand, so we get our Prank Kid. Gonna go ahead and get him out there. Going to mute, so we can proc his effect and multiply our Prank Kids. Go ahead and send a Flamesies to the, or Lampsies to the graveyard. Go ahead and special summon a Roxy so we can get the draw. I don't really want to banish anything from my hand, but we can go ahead and get rid of like the Poly. Go ahead and get our Prank Kids place back. Thanks to our lovely Dodo. Okay, we don't have a drop season in our graveyard, so that's what we're going to go for. Go ahead and go for an Adorable Flamesies. Now, we can activate Pranks, put Lampsies from our hand to the graveyard to go into the token, which will give us Link 4 on the field, so we could go into like Access Code Talker, which I think is what we're going to go ahead and try to do. Oh, or not Access Code Talker. That's okay. We'll go into Rip Roaring. 2+ effect monsters. Dodo and the other guy were an effect monster, right? I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Activate Dropsies, get our 1,000 life points. Yes, of course. We will special summon a monster to the field. Let's go ahead and get our Roxy's ready for next turn. Fansies, I guess, because if it's higher defense might have been better, but that's alright. I mean, if this guy had more attack, we would have been able to win. Or no, that was his effect, not his special summon, or not his normal summon. Yes, we will activate Pranks. Alright, so, I mean, not really anything we need to banish in the graveyard still. We can secure our win by just doing this. We're going to keep our effects going unless whatever he has down there may stop us. I highly doubt it can, but we just want to make sure. Okay, we have to banish something. It's going to be Droll. GG. Rocket ride to victory. We will get our rewards. I'm going to go into one more duel in this video. So we went over the Prank Kids deck and we did a duel and we're going into a second. I'm probably going to end the stream after this because usually I try to do about an hour. We're going to choose to go second. But there will be more content and I will most likely be streaming again today for a while. I may have some friends in Discord. I don't know how the volume of the voice and everything's going to go over. Hopefully I can get all that stuff worked out. If not, you guys can yell at me and I will promise to figure it out. Well, we have Skullmeister and he's obviously doing something with zombies, so that's great. And he's playing a Skull Servant deck. I actually ran a version of this whenever this game first came out for a while. So at least I know what we're looking for here. I know this guy had a hand effect. This card sent to gravity, you can add 2 monster different names from your deck to your hand, except... Okay, so he's going to get a Skullmaster to his hand, which will have quite a bit of attack. We don't really want that happening, but I think he has other ways to get it to his hand too, just less favorable. So we are going to go ahead and stop that. Love Skullmeister's artwork. We're really going to need the Prank Kids place to proc to go off and not get Ash Blossomed to get some fuel or draw a Prank Kids here. Ouch. All three copies of our Prank Kids play. So if this gets stopped, we're not really going to be able to do anything this turn. Looks like he has the Ash. Or maybe not. Maybe it's a Maxi. We're going to go ahead and get the draw because we need it desperately. At this point, it looks like it's got to be a Maxi. Or maybe... no, maybe like a DD Crow. Not sure. Most likely Maxi. Okay, gonna go into Mew. Proc Roxy's and place. Place reduced this card's attack by 500. Now we have to choose a card to banish. Tired of looking at all these places. Special summon a monster to the field. Yes. Would have loved to hand trap instead of dropsies off that draw, but that's okay. We'll get Lampsies. Then we're going to doodle into Pranks. Lampsies. Deal 500, special summon a prank kid. And Doodle, let us get a prank kid spell or trap from our deck to the hand. Not going to chain anything. Pranks. Let's see, so we have Lampsies, we have a Dropsies in our hand, so we need a Fancies. Okay, we're going to go into Bow Wow here, and then we're going to try to go into a Fusion. Okay, Fancy is going to have us send a card to the graveyard, and then we'll get to special summon another Prank Kids. I really want to know what he's holding, because if it's a max C, like, he could have got the draw benefits, so I don't know what he's doing. Okay, so we have Fansies, Lampsies, and Roxies in the graveyard. We're going to go ahead and send a Dropsies in there just to be safe, even though we have one in our hand. Okay, you can only use each of their effects once per turn. I think the only one we haven't gotten is Dropsies. I want to get as much feel out as I can here. Let's get rid of our other place, since we have pranks now. Get our token. Alright, so 2, 3, we could go into Unicorn, get rid of that. That's not exactly what we want to do. And I'm more worried about him having monsters on the field than spell and traps with this type of deck. So I think we might actually do this and go into Butler. We could have did it last time, but I don't know, maybe I didn't think that far ahead or just wasn't on the board. Like I said, I'm still kind of learning all this and trying to keep up. Battle Butler! Go and activate that to give our cards attack. Not going to activate Butler's effect right now. Go and set Pandemonium. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and attack with Butler. Okay, so there's the hand. Alright, so lowers their attack, but luckily lowers everything's attack. So we're alright with that, and I think it's just until the end of the turn. We will definitely activate Pranks. Let's go ahead and get back Bow Wow. And 2 of our Prank Kids. Since we still have a Dodo in our extra deck. During the Lampsey is not a hand trap, again, not something you really want to see. And we didn't need our token last turn either, so Now there is something that we can do here. So if we fusion into one of the fusion monsters, we can get rid of it to get two prank kids that would be not killable by battle, but I don't know if it's by card effect too, so let's see. Quick effect, you can tribute this card and target two non-fusion monsters, different names, greater special summon, and they cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. Yeah, so it's not really going to matter anyway, so we're going to go ahead and just pass. We do get Battle Butlers on Death Effect. So his on death effect reads that this card sent to the graveyard by your opponent's card. You can target one non-fusion monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use the effect of Prank Kid's Battle Butler once per turn. We're going to get Doodle back. Don't know why you would want that on the field. Normally you'd want to, like... So he could have discarded this card and then did some stuff, but I guess he's going to Link. Link Rebo, okay. We have something for that if we can get into Weather Washer. So what we could have did at the end there is go ahead and activate this, go into a fusion, get the cards to the field, and have some gas. But I have so many like options here, I'm not worried about it. I kind of want to save it for the extra damage. We'll go ahead and get a Thunder card to our hand, so hopefully with Prank Kid's Pranks we can go into a draw with like a hand trap or something useful. Just get rid of one of the fancies in our deck. Now, we can go right out into Battle Butler here. But I think we're going to go ahead and go for a draw with Roxy's and stuff first. Alright, so I'm just checking what we have in the graveyard. So we need a Lampseas. Basically, we need everything in the graveyard. So we really need to keep it in our hand because we don't have Thunder Dragon Fusion anymore. And we have everything in our hand that we need, so we really don't want to banish anything. But we can go into another one of these guys whenever we special summon. Alright, so that's good. Go ahead and banish the Lampseas. And we'll go ahead and get a Lampseas. So, we could go into Bow Wow Bark, which I think is what we're going to do. Okay. Proc Lampseas. No. Yes. Just to say he gains its original attack. This card gains attack, you go to that monster's link rating times that. Okay, so link rating. Okay, we'll go ahead and activate Pandemonium. Get out our Weather Washer. Okay, our guard's got the boost from Prank Kid's Place. We'll send Roxy's to the graveyard. Go ahead and special summon a Roxy's. Gain 1,000. Go ahead and special summon Lampsies. Okay, we'll go ahead and activate the effect of Polly to get Rocket Ride. Not going to activate his effect. The effect should be negated when we attack because of Weather Washer, but this guy's not a Prank Kid, so, you know. Yeah, so, yeah, well, let's go ahead and continue. Attack him with 0. Yeah, I hope that tickled your dirty butt head. Alright, just short of lethal. That's alright. Yes, we will activate Pranks. See what we're working with. So not all of our Mews are in here, so we're good on that front. We have another Dodo, Mew. Okay. So we'll get back Bow Wow. A Roxy's, a Flamesy's. And I think we banished the Dropsies. But that's right, we hit our 3, so okay. See if he can make an epic comeback. There's something. So the point of the Skull Servant deck is to get as many of those little skeleton cards as you can to the graveyard. They all count as Skull Servant while they're in there, except for stuff like the zombie. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He gains 4,000 attack. When he dies, you can get a card from the graveyard. Or you can get him back to the field, excuse me, by banishing one of those cards. So you would go down to like 3,000. Very, very good card. Very cool deck type. Just not enough stuff to stop stuff like Prank Kids from going off in its face. Which is why it's been hard to build that like level 10 armed Thunder Dragon deck. Go ahead and let this happen. Now, I mean, so I'm going to go ahead and activate this just because we have Mews in our graveyard. Do we have 1 or 2? Well, we're going to finish in this turn, and we have 2. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. Activate our Mew so our card doesn't actually get tributed like it's supposed to, and get 2 cards. So special summon? Special summon, yeah. Let's go ahead and get our Dodo. And let's get a Roxy's for the draw in case we need it. Or just the 1,500 attack, really. So this is kind of complicated because he has that 4,000 attack. Now, Rocket Ride's ability to attack directly, if this card is fusion summoned, so is what you need to do to activate it. So it was fusion summoned, so I don't know if we can still do it. It says this turn, 50,000 attacks. I'm scared if I click activate, it's only going to be the 2 Prank Kid, different names from your graveyard. Either way, it helps us because we need to go into Butler right now, pretty much. Yeah, so it wasn't the attack directly effect, which is what we thought. So we'll get a Fansies, Flamesies, Flamsies. Why do I keep calling them Flamesies? Alright, then we will link into Mew with Roxy's. Now, we could actually just go into Unicorn and end this. So we might just do that. But we did get what we needed to the field to get into Butler. You know what? Let's just do it for the prank kids. Let's stay to the archetype. Butler. Not going to do any of that because it's just going to extend this guy's turn. I don't think he has something to stop us from killing him. Let's go ahead and activate Butler to kill his dude. If he can't kill it, then we'll go into Nightmare Unicorn and end it. Okay, he couldn't stop it. Let's go ahead and finish this off with Dodo. GG's, my friend. Alright, everybody, thank you very much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am a new channel. I literally just started. Literally anything you guys can do will help me exponentially. I appreciate all of you. Hopefully, you know, I can get a community on here talking and get a Discord going, you know, if there's enough people who might want to do it. I would love to make, you know, duel rooms and Master Duel and just play some decks that maybe aren't super meta 900-year long turns. Like if people just want to play, you know, some basic older decks, things like that. I don't mind getting into something like that and devoting time to it if it's something that, you know, I can get people to do with me, you know, enough people. So, or if you guys want me to see any, play anything that's super spike meta, awesome, 900,000 minute long turn, you know, craziness, I'm fine with that too. Just let me know. And thank you for anybody who turned on the live stream to watch. We did go into our rank up to gold 2 here, so that is wonderful. Get our 100 little gems, which I feel like should be 1,000 whenever you do something like that, especially since there's 9,000 million Yu-Gi-Oh cards that you can get from these packs. But yeah, I appreciate them giving us currency either way. So I digress. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy Dark Magician's beautiful side view over here. His, you know, whatever. Have a good day. Bye.